We've got a lot of stops to make. We're heading to the Canton Chronicle watch party. Check it out. Okay, guys, behave. Let's get inside and join this watch party.
Eric, we've got a great show for tonight. Let's get this watch party started.
John, I am so excited about tonight. I love watch parties. Eric, I'm gonna get this party started.
Welcome to Canton Chronicle Live. I'm the elephant in the room.
And I'm Eric DiGirolamo.
Eric, you'd
John,
like to address? You would like to address me?
I would like to address the elephant in the room, yes.
Okay, you can address the elephant in the room.
Well, I appreciate that, John. It's not often that I delve myself into the Free Karen Reed drama that goes on. And I really wish I didn't have to tonight, but I when people attack friends of mine that have heart, courage, the will to stand up, it frustrates me. It's happened before. It happened a while back, and I have a tough time just sit back because these people are not only friends; they're solid people. And when you talk about people like Brandy and Timma and the Sweeneys, I got an issue with that. And at the end of the day, this happened once before with another one of my friends, and privately, I told this person, please stop being a douche. And I'm going to say it again publicly this time. Stop being a douche. That's all I get to say, John. John, you're
Hi, Eric.
Hey, John.
Hi, Eric. How's it going?
You're looking good.
Thank you. I heard that you had you wanted to talk to someone, so I left the room for a minute.
Well, I appreciate it, and I know it goes against what we've talked about in the past, and we really try to make sure that we stay out of these. It's not part of the mission statement. It's not part of our focus, and I don't want any part of it. But there comes a time when you just got to say enough's enough, and enough's enough. And that's the last I really want to talk about it. If it comes back at me, I'm not going to get into a pissing contest. I'm just saying enough's enough. Let's focus on what's important. And that stuff's not important.
I agree. Okay. You know what is important, Eric?
What's important, John? I know we got
important,
a big show ahead of us.
What's important is we got a great show tonight. And there's a little change because if you notice the background, you got it, Canton Changeling. The CHS men's hockey team is going back to the Garden. And let me tell you something. So I was at the game today. And I want to say hello to shout out to a few of the people that said hi to me, and I tried to stay low key. I just, wasn't like last year. I wasn't trying. I was there to support the boys. Let's just say that. First period, well, hands down, Canton was the better team. But I already knew going in that Burlington was going to be a very heavy up front team. It was going to be a struggle. So Canton, first period, they were pushing and pushing. I mean, Burlington barely got out of their zone a couple times, but when they did, right off the bat, they got a 2-on-1. Canton's goalie kind of overplayed the shooter a little bit. He did get it across to his winger, and he netted the first goal. Canton came storming back. They got a goal tied at 1-1. Burlington came back again. I think the second one was shorthanded. Burlington's next one shorthanded. So second period, it was more of a stalemate than it was just Canton dominating. Burlington kind of got their legs under them. There was a lot of hits. Burlington's a big team. Canton's a big team. Both teams throwing their weight around. I mean, it literally was a great game. Goes into the third period, tied 2-2. Canton scores with about 9 minutes left, and the place erupted. Both sides, there was at Boston College, lower bowl. I mean, at the Garden, it's going to be way more. But so Canton goes up 3-2. We actually have it. Let's pull this up. Let's show everybody a little bit of today. And this is thanks to Hockey Night in Boston. So let's pull this up. Sweet toe curl by the Canton player. Second Canton player off his chest. Nice speed by the Canton player. Almost got 5-hole there. And then, boom. This one's also going in. I'm telling you, these guys went to the net. Then they went and they cheered in front of their student section, which was enormous.
Teddy Schumann, senior captains. First things first, just 6 and 7 tournaments. What does that mean for you guys?
It just means the most. I mean, and when you're in middle school, you're in elementary school, you're going to the Garden as a little kid.
Let me tell you, these kids played unbelievable. They're ranked. If you go to the national rankings, Canton is the highest national ranked team in boys hockey. They're the first. I think they ranked 16 and 14. I have it wrong, but they're ranked one ahead of Catholic Memorial, right? So Canton's the highest ranked team nationally out of Massachusetts, and I think they're 14th, and it's yeah.
Now we're there again. It's just surreal, We're a dynasty. Just means the world, I'm speechless.
Yeah. These guys were down twice in this game. How much of a factor was hunger for you guys to get back to the state final?
Yeah, we know. It's easy when you've been here before. Last year, we went down to Woburn in the first 12 seconds. Just thinking back to that, we were in control of the game, and it's a Canton High hockey brotherhood in there, and we're all playing for each other, and we love each other. So we're gonna give it all we got, and that's what wins championships. So we'll see you on Sunday.
Right, no doubt. Now, I believe they only had 2 shots on net in the third period. You guys had that lead at that point. Just defensively, what were you guys able to do to lock down?
Yeah, I think our best defensive part is our forwards, actually. They're always back and helping us, and we're just the last line back there. Actually, Maddie's the last line, obviously. He played great, but we're the second to last line. But, yeah, it's awesome when we know we can trust our defense and we can shut them down in that third period like we did.
Right, now, you had the game-tying goal. It's kind of a funky play, but take us through it.
Yeah, I think it was right off the
Now, he's going to go through it, and I actually went in, and we're gonna zoom in on this afterwards. People were crying on Twitter that he gloved it in, but we'll
John,
see.
Let's tell the Crocs the truth. You and I are having a debate about it. You thought it hit his glove, and I said no. I think it went off his chest. So we zoomed in a little bit.
So we went to the tape, but let's hear his version, and he's spot on.
Right when Kevin came out of the box, I was at the D door. Puck just bounced out right as I got onto the ice. Joey picked it up. He made a beautiful move. That was more him than me. Puck bounced out. I was just positioning myself to bat it in. It just hit my body, went in. Went to the Fanny, best student section in the state. Shout out the Dog Pound.
What was going through your head at that moment?
I was like, is this real? Like, this is crazy. I was like, we're back in it. We're not stopping now. We're going.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. All right, congrats.
And a shout out to the Dog Pound.
The Dog Pound. Let me tell you something. So they are loud. Those kids are loud. Those kids, they are great fans.
Enthusiastic.
They are. And I only have one issue with that. Okay. You have one or two students in that whole section that almost ruined it for everybody. All right. I know it's St. Patrick's Day. I know they're all dressed in their greens. I know there's leprechauns. I know that, right? I don't know who did it. I don't care. All right. You know, all those beads, those little cheesy plastic beads that they wear, Mardi Gras and St. Patrick's Day. Well, after each Canton goal, somebody wants to throw them on the ice. All right. First off, it's not the pros. Okay. This isn't an octopus. Okay. It's not Detroit. You're not helping your team by throwing beads on the ice that are going to break, that could possibly cost someone either a penalty. The refs could have given them an unsportsmanlike penalty. They could have addressed it. Right. Or worse yet, kid skates over them, right? What if they missed it and they didn't pick it up? I watched one of the kids pick it up. Now, on the flip side, one thing I stayed to the very end, and the team shook hands. And I want to say 90% of the Canton guys, the Canton hockey players, we're going to get into that, Lucky. 90% of the Canton hockey players, after they went through the line, shaking hands with the Burlington guys, went to the referees and shook their hands.
Yeah, good.
It was amazing. Those kids, I'll tell you, those kids right there, class act. The student section, class act. All right, with the exception of one or two of those guys throwing the beads, idiots, total idiots.
You know, this past 6 years of Canton High hockey has been something spectacular, but this has been going on for a long time. Canton's hockey program has been outstanding for more than a couple of decades.
Oh yeah. So here it is. Let's zoom in on that glove play that people were crying about. And I'll slow it down again. Hits him right in the chest. Hits at the C and then comes down off of the C. Did he bring his hand up to try to catch it? Yeah, but it missed his hand completely. Got him right in the chest.
Got him right with that C kind of spot.
Yep.
You know?
And then right over to the Dog Pound. There they go. Probably I want to say, everybody said legendary Donnie Smith. Legendary Donnie Smith. This coach here, Schulman, is probably got to be hands down the best hockey coach Canton High's ever had.
Absolutely. Done an amazing job.
Yep. Yeah. They were coached well. They behaved well with a couple, other than a couple I saw the athletic director there kind of trying to, police his students, but yep. Coach Schulman is amazing.
So the next big game is Sunday
at the Garden.
At the
Garden.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to see if I can free up my schedule for that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll be at that one. So, yeah. So that actually is the edited note into our show tonight. So, so we're going to get into it. We Rocco, we're going to talk about some Rocco Camerata today. We have other things to talk about before that. And, yeah, we hated Franklin. We hated Franklin in hockey more than we hate Stoughton and Stoughton football.
In a competition way.
Oh, we're playing Tewksbury, huh?
Oh yeah, got Tewksbury.
Yeah, Tewksbury's a big team too.
Sure.
Yep. That's gonna be. I'll tell you. They said the Canton kids, two shots on net. The minute that third period started and they got that goal, Burlington, they couldn't get anything. They have a kid, I don't know his name, number 17 on Burlington. His shot phenomenal. They were trying to get the puck to him. You could see the coaches on Canton pointing him out during the face-offs, letting the kids know that he had moved back to D, and they were just like, keep your eye on that kid. Like he was their he was their star player. But Canton is a team. They're a powerhouse team, and we'll just leave it at that. So, like I said, Rocco, he was invited on. He won't be making it, but we're going to continue to talk about some things that concern Rocco. And Rocco, I'm just going to give you a heads up. We're not getting to it immediately. I will not be sharing the private texts, even though you said, that I'm not going to be sharing your private texts with me. I don't do that. So we'll leave that for when we get to it. All right. But let's go. Let's start. Are you ready, Eric?
I've been ready. A couple days now.
All right. Only in Canton. I'm going to give you the lowdown. Only in Canton could 5 completely different stories somehow get mashed together into one giant Facebook argument. Right? We've got a police sergeant on paid leave for 135 days now, right? Plus, right? Documents that the town said didn't exist until they did exist. We've got a federal investigation that the House Defendant YouTube show, the Gruesome Foursome, supposedly said did nothing, but there were subpoenas everywhere. We're going to get into 644 emails about clearing snow off a basketball court at the Kennedy. And of course, the latest strategy in the Karen Reed debate is the text Olympics. All right. These are the text message Olympics that everyone's putting out. And so we're going to go through all these things. Now, Eric, you addressed your elephant in the room. I'd like to address my elephant in the room for 1 minute. All right, before we go on with the show, another editing note that I'm going to bring in here. One of the items, I mean, I don't have to answer to everything, but in transparency, we might as well. So here's another one, right? This new Courtney called typing on Twitter. She's not that bright. Anyways, she posts this picture, which has nothing to do with Karen Reed. This had to do with the select board shutting down public comment. Okay. That's why I was the elephant in the room. It had nothing to do with Karen Reed. 2 separate things. But this person wants to say, you're George's puppet. He's Jim Henson and I'm Big Bird. No, I'm not Big Bird. I've been ducks and I've been chickens. I've been an elephant and coffee cup. I haven't been Big Bird yet, but we'll get to that. We all know that anything you post more than 2 coherent words comes directly from George. Again, George has done absolutely nothing. He did one show with Mike the Young Jerk at the very beginning of this. He laid out exactly how he felt. He said, let the courts decide it. He's not going to comment on it. He hasn't commented on it. He doesn't post on it socially. He doesn't tell me what to do. He doesn't give me ideas what to do. This is all me. It's all me.
John, if he told you what to do, would you do it?
Legally, if he gave me legal advice, but he hasn't inserted himself one bit. And then they said, I think I have some text between George and Dr. Turtleboy that voters might want to see. There's absolutely zero. Like I said, he's not called him. He's not texted him. He's not emailed him. He's not contacted him. He's not gone through. He's not asked me to do anything through. He has almost as if he could care less one way or the other about Karen Reed, right? He's wanted nothing to do with it. Now, these people think there is, right? I think I have some. Hey, typing, Courtney, whatever your name is, you think you have some? You don't. Let's see them. I'm calling you out. I'm calling you bullshit because you don't, all right? And now we know why only 20 people saw your fucking post, but okay, because you're nothing. So there's that. Yeah. All right, it's a troll. It's a troll, and we'll just leave it at that. So Um, anyways, so there's that. Yeah, go ahead, Eric.
Yeah.
All right. So let's start with tonight's lineup. Okay. Sean Good, 134 days. That's over $50,000 that the taxpayers are still paying for this kid, this Canton police sergeant who was placed on administrative leave October 24th, 25th. All right. Usually that's something temporary, a few days, couple weeks. Maybe, HR needed to review something. But all we know is according to the suspension letter that they gave us back then, he was ordered not to enter any public areas of town buildings, including the police department, unless he was escorted by the Canton police chief. That's how serious this is. He can't go into any Canton building without an escort from the police chief. And you're still paying him. Okay? He was also ordered not to contact town employees or potential witnesses connected to the investigation. They didn't tell you what witnesses, but we know now there's witnesses in that investigation. Mind you, 135 days. All right. So this isn't just a kid sitting at home waiting for HR paperwork. All right. This is a guy, he can't talk to anyone in the department. He can't talk to witnesses. He can't enter town buildings without supervision. Right. And it's been like that for months since, what did we say, October 24th? Yeah.
I mean, it's starting to push half a year.
Yep. So, so when that suspension was announced, Charlie Doody said the town would take steps necessary to ensure that the actions of the individual officers did not jeopardize the level of service expected by, the residents. Okay. So now there's allegations of misconduct. Okay. How long does that investigation take? Well, funny you ask, because thanks to one of the internet, Kyle Shockey, we know now how long it takes because they sent an information request to the town. I need my glasses on this one, right? And it just came back the other day, March 8th. Came back on March 8th.
Looks like an awful lot of information came back.
Yep. Now, mind you, when they did the same thing for Dever, asking for Dever's resignation or her transfer to Boston Police or anything to do, it came back as one page. Look at what this thing, right? And the big thing at the bottom is it says the town basically they have stuff, they can't give it up because the investigation A is still ongoing, and B, it could jeopardize things. So this kid's in a lot of hot water, and yeah.
Does this sound potentially like a criminal investigation?
How about disclosure of records would cause a chilling effect? Disclosure of records would cause a chilling effect. This is a guy that was getting promotion. He's Sergeant Good. He was on the desk. He left the desk on his own to go down there, right? Put someone else on the desk. We see him on his phone while he's down there. So,
well, take into consideration that one comment is part of the response to a FOIA request or a public records request. That's kind of alarming, wouldn't you say?
Yep. McDickles, we're going to get into that hearing. That's coming. Yeah. So chat's wondering, wondering what's, we're all wondering. And here's the other thing. I know the investigation's ongoing. The select board's not even telling us if it's half over, how far along they are, nothing.
Well,
at least
in their defense, I would say that if there's an ongoing investigation and
especially
it's potentially criminal, then they should probably keep their mouth shut.
Absolutely. Chilling. It's chilling. Yeah. So, like I said, thank you to Kyle Shockley for getting that. Kyle Shockley has been a huge freedom of information or records requester, like Marbury,
He's
the
got
lawyer
questions.
there. Yeah. So and I know that Kyle is sometimes in our chat. So thank you, Kyle. I hope good. He'll be telling everything. Hopefully telling us everything. So I'm getting some directions right here. All right, I can't do this. I'm not allowed to do this. Okay, can't keep these glasses on. I can't keep these glasses on. So, yeah. So yeah. So he's still currently subject of internal affairs investigation. The town put it in writing. They can't release the records because it'll interfere with the investigation. And it would have a chilling effect on everything if they release anything, which they can't. So 5 months and counting, and we still get it.
Well, at least we've at this stage got a little bit of feedback and know that it's just not, it's not going by the wayside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, McDickles just mentioned a couple minutes ago. Hey Dixie, someone should FOIA the materials John had given them in regards to the drugs. It was done in 2023. But the person was told it's still 3 years on a drug. Yeah. Wow. 3 years. Yeah. Since we're talking about him, and we're gonna talk about him in another minute, we may as well just just for the hell of it. He's still goods not gone.
Listen until proved guilty, John.
Yeah. So listen. Apparently, my giant Italian hands take up the screen when I move these glasses.
Sausage
around.
fingers. I got a couple.
These sausage fingers are distracting people. So, like the giant elephant in the room didn't distract people when we first came on. Okay.
It was good to see the elephant back in the room, though.
the things I do just for you guys, for a little laughs. Proctor was supposed to be off. Sean Goff said it should have rolled. Next line speaks volumes. I'm reading the chat here at the same time.
And
it's
John,
illegal
just
to
say, Brandy was on before we were on, and if you haven't seen the show, it's worth going back to the replay.
Hey, you think I should get a? Think I have time? Should I get a giant inflatable bulldog for the championship game?
Yeah, absolutely.
Think they'd let me in to the garden wearing a giant bulldog?
You might have to get a permit or something, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yep. You guys are paying taxes to support him staying at home. Yeah.
Maybe Canton Cable can smuggle it in for you.
Right. Okay. So back to McDickles. So last week, like I said, Karen's lawyers are going to have to ask a judge to tell the town of Canton they want the information. Because Karen's lawyers went to the town of Canton and asked the town of Canton for certain outstanding records that they had a subpoena for. Canton came back with what they always come back with. The documents didn't exist until they did exist. Okay? So back on March 5th, Karen Reed's attorneys told the judge they're still trying to obtain these documents from third-party subpoenas, which is Mass State Police and Canton Police. Right? So according to Karen's lawyers, they've been pending since August or September. And 6 or 7 months that the subpoena that Canton is not responding to. So it involves Sean Good, who was one of the first officers on scene. He was the third officer on scene. It went Sarif, then it went Mullaney, then Goody was the next one, right? And when the defense initially requested those records related to the investigation of Good, the town's outside counsel, like I said, first the response was, there are no responsive documents. But now the story's changed. Now the town's saying, yep, we have them, but we're not giving them to you, which means now the defense has to file a motion to compel, to ask the judge to order the town of Canton just to turn the records over for their case. So there's still a mystery. They won't turn them over to the defense for the subpoena, and now they have to have a judge.
Sounds like they're probably going to be compelled.
I would think so.
I would think so.
And it is. It's ridiculous. It's just like the sidebars. It's just like anything. They don't. I'm telling you, these people have circled the wagons for a case that was supposed to be a simple automobile accident. Look at the carnage that is falling. Look at the amount of things that they won't turn over, that they delayed, heck, the Higgins videos, they held on till to the second trial. So it was an episode. It's going to be like episode 3, episode 4, episode 5. Yeah. And so that happened on the 5th. And then we're getting right through this stuff too. I'm flying through this because I'm flying high right now because of Canton's win. So also this week, the House defendants, YouTube analysts there, the 4 ladies, right? Over at the forensic room. There you go, ladies. I said it right. Okay. They decided that they basically what they're pushing out is the federal investigation turned over nothing. They found nothing, right? Carrie Lama and Julie Miller were telling viewers the grand jury was dormant for 6 months. They didn't do anything for 6 months. Then they said they only called Proctor to introduce his tech. The feds only called Michael Proctor into the grand jury so that his texts would have been introduced, and that way the defense could get him, because they think the defense and the feds were working together, right? Then they say, well, if there had been corruption, the feds would have acted. And well, so now you're saying they didn't do anything. But then we find out the feds did do something. They subpoenaed phones. They got Chris Albert's phone, a guy that was not even supposed to be there. Remember, Chris just went home. Why would they go after Chris's phone? Right? This is coming from the YouTube ladies, not me. Then they said that they had Colin Albert's phone extraction. Then they went, we know they went to Jen McCabe's house, and they went another time to examine Allie's phone. They didn't download it. They just examined it against Colin's, right? Yeah. So Chris, who walked home, Colin, who got a ride home from Allie, but didn't make it home until 20 minutes after Chris was already in bed. They went through that. So they got Chris's Apple data. They geofenced 34 Fairview. Yet these ladies saying that, hey, they didn't do anything for 6 months. They got Matt McCabe's phone. They got Jen McCabe's phone. They got Brian Albert's phone. All right. Yet these ladies are saying they didn't do anything. The feds didn't. They sat for 6 months and didn't do anything. Well, they got warrants and they subpoenaed phones and they called witnesses in front of, federal grand juries. What else do you want? They collected digital evidence. That stuff takes time. So, that's what they're pushing out down on the foursome group. You know, they were upset. They were upset that the Fed showed up on the same day at Collins College. That well, speaking of college, Colin, happy birthday! Happy birthday! I heard you were playing pool with Chris down at the town club. I hope you had a very good birthday. So, you know, just go with that. Just check the. Are you watching the chats there, Eric?
No. I just got a interesting text that I can't really share right now, but it was the only thing I can tell you is that it was a townie that has probably kept themselves quiet for a while. That's decided to unleash a little bit and.
Not happy with us? Not happy with you or me?
No. This is they're choosing right over wrong. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, well, that's good. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've tried to. I'll tell you something. I met some people today that you know, when you're walking around there and people come up to you and they go, John Camo. Well, the first thing you want to know is, are you going? You're going to shake my hand? Are you going to shake my hand? Or are you going to swing at me? I just, you know, so yeah, I just made sure my hands were not in my pockets most of the day, just in case.
Good luck
Not that they
you.
would, but I know. But there was, you know, there was some very, very nice people, and I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to, you know, there's some people that, Jesus, there was some people just standing next to me, I know took some heat. And we'll just leave it at that. God forbid someone stands near me. The people getting upset. So yeah, there was another family who you know, one of the players on the team who, let me just tell you, when I the wife met me out in the hallway, introduced herself, and when she told me who she was with, that family was were very I told her if my mother was still alive, she probably would have cried when I told her who, you know, like, guess who I met. And so they're all doing well. It's a very large Irish family. We'll leave it at that. And some very good people. And a very good friend of my father's. I mean, they went to the Super Bowl together back when the Pats played against the Bears back in '86. They used to scuba dive together. We have lots of pictures from some of the people in this family. So some very, very good people that were at the game today. You know, so I want big shout out to them, and big shout out to my barber who's watching. So are they still going?
Who?
Eric? Oh, I thought you were looking at your text.
Hold on, I got my grandchildren over here.
Yeah, I can hear them.
Hi, Nico. Hi, Ariana.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm live.
He's live.
I got the headphones on.
He's with his friends over there.
I want to see them. There they are.
All right, here we go.
Hi, Nico and Larry.
Everybody say hi to Eric's grandkids. They've taken over the show.
You guys are the best. Love you.
Okay.
You know, listen. If we're going to be interrupted, I'm being interrupted by them.
There you go. This is a family show. It's a family show. We try to keep it PG. You know. So
yeah, I'm sorry about my language earlier.
Yeah. And speaking of phones, I want to bring up something because since we're speaking of phones, we may as well bring this up. Hopefully I have it. I thought I had it. Eric, you're gonna have to hold on a minute.
What are you looking for?
I think it is. I think it's this. I think it's this. Sorry. The hockey game, I didn't get back in time to load all the videos into StreamYard. So you're gonna have to bear with me for 1 minute. And Eric, do you speak Spanish, Eric?
I do not speak Spanish. I know a couple of keywords like cerveza, por favor, baño.
Those
Those those kind of things.
Dos Equis.
¿Cómo está?
Muy bien. Yeah. Yeah. ¿Cómo está? Muy bien. Cerrado. Yeah. The only Spanish I know I learned from the electric company. That's how far that and Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, I learned my Spanish from the people at Dunkin' Donuts. No bueno. Yeah.
I'll tell you, those
Chupacabra.
those two grandchildren
Yeah.
speak
Yep.
3 different languages already. Spanish,
Wow.
Portuguese,
Yeah.
and English. It's kind of amazing.
This thing's taking forever to load. Oh. And you can't even stop it. There's no way to stop it. You have to just wait. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, over at the forensics room, they're upset. And they have a reason to be upset because we just saw on Friday. Oh, folks, on Friday, a lot of us saw that Karen's getting her phones back. And I was fortunate enough to come up with some footage. This is the big takeaway from Friday when Karen and her lawyers were at that meeting.
You got my good side, John.
I got your good side, didn't I? I got your good side. Yeah, that was Karen and her lawyers at the meetings. Big Earl, listen. Where is it? Sorry. They're not the worst. They're the worst to us. To Jen and everybody else, the rest of the House defendants, they love them. They're doing what they're supposed to. They're trying to turn the narrative. It's not working. I mean, but they're doing what they're getting paid to do. So, yeah. So that thing didn't load, but we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it because I got a little.
Friday was interesting because we pile into the courtroom and the judge immediately calls a sidebar that it felt like it lasted an hour. It was probably more like 15, 20 minutes. And then all the lawyers leave the room. The judge goes in, and another half hour goes by for them to come back. And then the Diller there, the attorney, he basically had to apologize to Karen for misrepresenting or misunderstanding what she said. And he was kind of a backhanded apology. He should have really leaned into it a little bit, but he didn't. But it was enough, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, he was wrong. He had
no. Why do you think he couldn't? I mean, you knew you go outside for over an hour.
Yep.
You come back. Don't you think you would have just?
I think he said just enough to cover his, you know what. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was he artfully did it so he didn't actually say I apologize. He should have.
Right.
Doesn't mean it wasn't. He was still correcting the record. He screwed up. Whether he did it intentionally or not, he's going to live with that. But it didn't look good.
Right.
It wasn't good, and it was a big win for Karen.
I think it loaded. Let's hope it. Let's see. Let me double check.
Brenda Sweeney, Canton, my opinion.
Nope. That's Brenda's.
Brenda being Brenda.
That is Brenda being Brenda. I am so mad that I don't have what I wanted to play for everybody. But, and meanwhile, I got fucking people texting me left and right. And listen, if you want to ask questions, join the chat. Don't text me, because I'm not going to answer your questions anymore when you start sending me private texts. Put it in the chat.
The private text can wait for later. If you want an answer now, get in the chat. Simple.
Right. Simple. You would think. But it's not. I know. Let me try one more time. Let me go here. Let me try.
John, you're going to need to let me put the flag up again.
You're going to put the flag up right when I'm trying to do something?
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't even have the flag. I don't even know why.
Why? Because you lost your flag.
I lost my flag.
You lost your flag. Let me just try one more thing. Okay. I think it's this one. Hopefully. Let me see.
There in terms of
no. All right. Well, we'll go on. I thought I had it. What you got? You got to jump out for a minute there, Eric?
Yeah, a minute.
Go ahead. You go.
You ready? You got it covered?
You know what? You go here. You got a minute. We're gonna play a song and be right back.
I sit here meeting after meeting and absorb what I absorb, and that's fine.
I sit here meeting after meeting, sipping ice dunks, barely breathing. I absorb what I absorb, yeah, that's a quote, like a wet sponge in a select board coat.
And absorb what I absorb, and that's fine.
I'm not saying I'm wicked smart, but I play the part with all my heart. If someone speaks and I don't agree, well then it's misinformation, obviously.
Speaker gets up and they spread disinformation.
I absorb what I absorb, but that's fine. Just don't ask questions or cross that line.
We also have the courage to look in the mirror and ask hard questions.
Truth's a tricky thing in a town this small. It don't count if it makes me look bad at town hall. So go ahead, run your mouth, but I'll be sitting here scrolling south. Just 'cause it's true don't mean it's right. If I ain't say it, it ain't seeing daylight.
And I just want it to be known that just because somebody says something doesn't make it factually true.
Now I ain't calling names, God forbid, I'm just saying you lied. Like a little bit. You brought facts, well that's cute. But around here we prefer quieter truth. Or maybe one that don't rock the boat, or mention folks wearing a uniform coat. I'm all for speaking freedom and such, but if you speak facts, you're doing too much.
Let's call it what it is. It was salary fraud. A detective was paid for time that he didn't work. His vehicle was cleaned with taxpayer money. Sick time was manipulated. On-call schedules were padded.
Sure, maybe I zoned out a bit during the audit, or that dog thing, whatever it is. But when I talk, you better respect, even if I contradict myself mid-sentence.
It's negligent upon us that if a speaker gets up
I absorb what I absorb, I know it's true. I've got no plan, but I'll scold you. This ain't Boston, we don't throw fists, we just make you disappear off the minutes list. So mind your tone and don't be loud. This is small town gaslighting makes us proud. If you want truth, go knock on the door. Here we absorb and pretend we saw more.
I sit here meeting after meeting and absorb what I absorb, and that's fine. But I think it's negligent upon us that if a speaker gets up and they spread disinformation.
You're an idiot. And I'm going to explain why you're an idiot.
Yes, okay.
All right. So, listen, I want to address something else for the people in the chat. I don't care if you guys disagree. I don't care if you guys want to go back and forth. I'm not going to delete it. The mods are not going to delete it, so long as you argue amicably. All right, just if it gets out of hand, I'll take care of it. Everybody has their right to voice their opinion, as long as you just do it in a nice way. Okay, don't be a dick. As long as you're not a dick, go ahead.
We believe in freedom of speech, and you can kind of be a dick. You just can't. You can't threaten people, stuff like that.
I understand both sides of the argument on things, and that's why I don't mind. That's why I haven't clicked. I haven't deleted anyone's posts there. Yep. Nope.
We welcome all. We welcome all.
Yeah.
But especially if you're going to be anonymous, choose your words wisely.
Yep. Okay. So, you think Rocco's still watching? I mean, it's almost an hour in.
Past his bedtime. He might catch us in the morning on the replay.
Because now it's about Rocco, and I did have at the game. I did have someone ask me. They approached me and said, "Hey, is Rocco really coming on tonight?" And I said, "He's been invited. He's been invited." I did offer him the olive branch. He didn't decline. He didn't. He looked at it, but he decided he wasn't even going to respond. So, with that said, we have some Rocco news. Okay. It was a simple question. Okay. After so Rocco was a little vocal on social media last week. And so was I. So remember last week when I gave him props, or the last show when I gave him props for cleaning the Kennedy School playground, right after the first snowstorm? Remember that, Eric?
Oh yeah, I remember.
I gave him props. I said, kudos to Rocco. But then I did give him a little poke on social media. And he didn't like it. And he sent me a message, and he let me know how his feelings were. And he talked about the Kennedy School basketball courts. So I decided I was going to, after he sent me his answer, I sent a public records request asking for the communications between the town of Canton, Rocco Camerata, and the people asking for the snow to be removed.
Email specifically, is that what you were looking for?
Any emails or contracts, right?
Okay.
And that's it. Okay. And because Rocco, first as the story goes, somebody contacted Rocco and asked him for a price to clear the snow from the Kennedy School. Okay. They wanted a price from Rocco to clear snow from a town-owned school. Rocco Camerata.
And it was, what was it, like a basketball court?
It's the basketball courts. So after a snowstorm, so Rocco was going to give him a price, but then he thought about it and he felt bad and said he would do it. So he asked the town, and yes, same guy that stared down the woman at the select board meeting. You got it. So he thought about it and he said, well, since they went to the school department and they said no, and then they went to the town and the town said they weren't going to do it, he would do it. And the town agreed as long as he did it off of school hours and he had insurance. That's the story. Okay, that's the whole story. I go and send a FOIA request to the town saying, hey, I'd like to see all the I want to see the emails from the people that asked the town to clear it and the emails. And it came back. Are you ready, Eric?
I'm ready.
644 emails in less than a month.
644 to clear snow from a basketball court or two?
644 emails about clearing snow off a basketball court. I thought, I can't wait to get them because I hope one of these emails says, hey guys, stop emailing about the basketball courts. But it's going to take the town 16 hours to review and redact them. First off, there should be no redactions because this isn't a court case. This is just people emailing, asking for the town to allow Rocco to clear the playground. Okay.
How many hours of time did it take to create these 644 emails? I mean, they want you to pay for all of them.
And get a load of this. They want to charge me $350, which,
seems
by the way,
cheap, John. Seems too cheap.
Well, now I want those 644 emails.
Every one of them.
I want those. Right. Rocco is the same guy that accused the women of drinking that.
It's a select board meeting. Vodka.
Yeah,
They were
yeah,
doing
yeah.
vodka shots.
Vodka shots.
It was actually
when
ginger.
It was ginger. Right. Okay. So now I'm going to give them the, so the town hall closed at 1 on Friday. They gave me, they sent the reply. I couldn't get to town hall before they closed on Friday. So you betcha I will be there tomorrow after work with my $350.
What are you gonna do?
And I want
some pennies.
I want those 644 emails unredacted. Okay. So to all our cronks, I just want to let you know where the Venmos and the super chats go. It's going to stuff like this. Okay.
Money well spent. Money well spent.
It's going to be money well spent. That this is where this stuff's going to go. All right. So I can't wait to see the story behind just, the town said I could do it if I go down and I show them my insurance. Does that mean he's got the insurance on file? I want to see the emails.
644 emails
in a month.
Off of
just this, and this isn't even. We're not even talking the blizzard. This wasn't the blizzard. Yeah, I know.
Another 1,000 emails.
Okay.
Then
Mullins. This is coming from the Venmos, okay, and the super chats. It's not coming out of like
this
I
is
said.
Kronk money. This is Kronk money.
This is Kronk money, and it's coming from the money that anyone buys any merch with. Okay, so we're gonna have a spring line of merch. So don't. so yes, Mullins, we're getting 644 emails. And I'm not saying anything improper happened. I'm not saying anything wrong happened. Right? But he's trying to do a good thing. He wants to clear the snow, right? In the middle of January or February so that the kids go play basketball. That's great. But why does it require 644 emails to remove the snow? And get a load of this. That's not even counting the school committee part of it, right? Because in their answer to me from the town clerk says, we're not in possession of anything that was sent to the school. So I'm not even asking for the school part of it, where the people were asking the school to remove the snow. It's just not a big thing. Eric, if that was you and me, right? And we wanted to play basketball that bad, and we were 17, 18, 19, 24 years old.
We'd have shoveled it.
We would have just done it. Right?
John, we used to shovel the res.
Well, speaking of the res, So when Canton was gifted the res so that we could build that whole Paul Revere heritage site, okay, that was about 10 years ago. That was one of the last winters that you could skate on the res. So I took it upon myself to go down to the res, and I went in by the wall with my snowblower, and I snowblowed 2 huge hockey rinks on the res. And what did I get? I got the select board the next Tuesday night warning everybody to stay home, don't go skate on the res. They can't guarantee that it's safe to skate on, and don't listen to social media or people that are on social media doing things like that. That's what you get. It all depends on who you are in this town.
They took the res away?
Oh, they were so mad at me for cleaning the res because the people on the res didn't want people out there skating. They only want it for themselves. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I used to skate out behind Donnie Smith's house and change my skates right there. And they used to have their coffee and watch us skate in early morning. It was good stuff.
Yeah. Oh my God. We'd park along the wall, right? We'd climb down off the wall, and and here's the thing. How deep is the res? About 6 feet here or there, maybe 10 at the most. People don't understand the res was an old cow field or a sheep field. There are small little rock walls in the res. It was a field before Paul Revere had it dammed up so that he could have water down to the Revere copper. So yeah, it used to be it used to be a field that
Do
we
they let
flooded.
you water ski on the res still, or they take that
No,
away too?
no, they took no. If you live there, you can water ski. Or if you're the Mass Hospital School, you can water ski. You're not allowed to bring any kind of power boats in if you live outside, off the res. So
Yeah.
that was another thing. Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, like I said, the request was very simple. Who asked for the work, who approved the work, and how the decision was communicated. That's it, and they come back with 644. And she even asked me, she goes, I need certain words, keywords. And it was it was literally I just said, all I want is the emails from people asking for the snow to be cleared. Like, would you do it? For the communications between Rocco and the town about cleaning it. And the insurance binder or whatever, and that's it. And so like I said, tomorrow we're and that's not the end of Rocco. It kept going. All right, because we have some. I might have the pictures. Might have the pictures. Let's see if I have the pictures. I'll pull it up. Let me get rid of this one. We played that one. Here's another one. They love me. I guess I pissed them off. Look at the size of my feet. Look at what they did.
Hey,
that's Karen's dress.
Looks good on you.
Karen's dress looks really good on me, right? They when the trolls start coming, I'm doing good on Twitter, but when by Thursday, Friday, the trolls start coming. So yeah, let me get rid of that. So oh man, it's like I'm almost as bad as Brandy. Yeah. We got to get to more of that. Yeah, they've added another name to their witness intimidation bingo card or embarrassment bingo card. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Where is? Okay. Oh, here they are. I found them. All right.
Will you say thank you to Richie? He's helping you with.
Well, I don't have the comments. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
I don't have the comments up.
Yeah, we'll wait till later. Richie, we'll take care of you later.
I'll take what happened? Did some people?
He's got a super chat coming.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me open the comments. Let me see. I can't multitask with all this.
That's
holy
okay. Listen,
fucking
you're
crap.
focused. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sure
Yeah.
Richie will wait until later.
No, we don't make our Kronks wait. Richie Schiffer, $49.99. Richie Schiffer. What do you want? Let's see. What do we give Richie? Let's give him. Well, for $49, we'll give him a multiple. All right. Let's give him.
Give us the fucking timeline. And we'll go easy on you.
Still my
and Richie. That is my favorite. Richie, I got to give you my girl.
It's her friend.
There you go. Thank you, Richie, for that. And Old Gray Mare, a new member. Thank you, Old Gray Mare, for being a new member. I know we got some Venmos. Usually, if a Venmo comes in, I will thank you privately, because sometimes some of the people that send Venmos don't want to put their name up there, and I understand. So after the show, I will go in and I will thank each one.
YouTube.
Right. Right. So I will go in and thank
Which
each
we
one of you
appreciate that
guys
too.
separately. Yes. So where was I? More. So yes. So here's Rocco. This is what we were talking about, right? He put this on, this was on Everything Canton, and Everything Canton is the new battlefield now. Okay. Because, there's more coming from Rocco and others. There's going to be some others. So the screenshots on Everything Canton Facebook page that Peter Hennessy has been sharing. And then you have, that's not just on Everything Canton. You have Everything Canton, and you have a Canton First group, and then you have Twitter, and you have a lot of anonymous people. They're pussies. Okay, pardon my French. They're pussies, and they hide behind their names. I've put myself out there for 3 years. I've taken all of the abuse for 3 years. Okay, but when you got people like Rocco Camerata who want to post pictures of Lucky, right? And laugh at it on Everything Canton, okay? And when you have Peter Hennessy posting screenshots, they're both posting screenshots of stuff that was said about Lucky. I don't care who said it, okay? You guys are doing it for no other reason than for revenge and to embarrass people, okay? Peter Hennessy started posting stuff about David Clow. David Clow is running for select board. Okay. David responded. And Rocco made some comments underneath. And David responded to that. And he raised another question. So apparently he asked Rocco if he was going to pay his 2019 police detail that was related to a tree job. And like I said, it's basically Peter Hennessy trying to shame everybody, saying, look at this. David Clow sent messages, whether it's text messages or emails, to Aidan Kearney. And they're trying to shame him. I sent messages because 3 years ago, and they're doing the same thing with me. Okay, Uncle Fredo, I'll get to yours in 1 minute. 3 years ago, there are people, more than just myself and you, Eric. There are a lot of people in this town of Canton, and I'm only speaking right now. I love the Kronks, but I'm talking about the people in Canton. There are people in this town that from day one thought something wasn't right. Okay? Nothing fit. It wasn't a simple hit and run. Okay? Because we all know originally it was a 3-point turn. Then the wrong side of the car is affected. So the V-shaped tracks in the ground, went from a 3-point turn into a swervy line. And now it's a swervy line. And then she backed up 24 miles an hour. Okay. It kept changing. And the marks on the arms that, you know what? If it wasn't a dog, maybe it's the bulkhead. You never know. Okay. Maybe it was the bulkhead. We don't know. But we knew things weren't right. And at the time, okay, there was one person and only one person talking about this. Okay. The news media wasn't talking about it. And it was new to us. All this YouTube and true crime stuff, it was all new. Okay. And people thought there was somebody that was fighting for the truth. They thought there was somebody that they could send their tips to. Okay. And they thought it would be anonymous. They never thought it was going to get out. Okay. But it did. Just like now, it got out. And you got people like Peter Hennessy sharing the stuff. And Rocco Camerata laughing at the stuff at Lucky's expense. Lucky's never come on to social media and said anything. Lucky's kept his mouth shut. You got a guy that took care of his wife for many years. Okay. Then his wife passes away. And now he didn't testify in one. He testified in 2 trials. Okay. And he got shit from both sides. From that same guy gave him shit. The same guy we were giving stuff to. Okay. And all of the McCabe's and Alberts and House defendants and townies. All right. Lucky kept his mouth shut and he went to work and that was it. And then you got people like Rocco saying Lucky lied. All right. No, he didn't lie, Rocco. He didn't lie. So you have all of this going down. Okay. You have these people trying to shame everybody. Okay. But remember when Proctor's phone came out? These same people, oh, Proctor's phone should have been private. How dare you guys look into Proctor? Well, now you're doing the same thing. You guys are doing the exact same thing you fought against for the last 3 years. And now you're saying, well, turnaround's fair play. Well, aren't you the adult, huh? You guys just want to, you just want to embarrass everyone. All right. You're not embarrassing me. I stand by everything I sent. Okay. Go ahead. You guys have the full extraction. Here's the other thing. That side now has all of the extractions. What aren't they doing? They're not putting them all out. They're only putting out selected ones that they want. The ones they're filtering out ones, right? What about the one where Jillian is texting them? You don't want to talk about Jillian's text to them, do you? You only want to talk about the ones. So every day they're trying to find a different citizen in town to embarrass, to push down, so that people stick their nose up at them. And it's only I'm telling you, you people, okay, people that are watching us, don't fear the couple hundred people. It's only a couple of hundred people, all right, that they're going to stick together through thick and thin. And when the real story comes out, you know what? I will forgive you. I will. And I'm not even going to gloat, but I will forgive you. But I just want you to know, when it comes out, we were right all along because we know something happened. Those marks on the arms, all right, all of those marks on an arm didn't come from one hit from a taillight. One brush from a taillight doesn't make all of those marks, okay? One hit from a taillight doesn't. Here's the other thing. If he was struck and he hits the ground and he never gets up, okay, wouldn't that blood pool around his head and his neck and the hood? He wasn't wearing his hoodie, so it would have that blood would have pooled all around his hoodie, right? Why did it go all the way down his back? Why is that blood all the way down his back? On his front, yeah, maybe when they were doing CPR and stuff, I can give you that. But now it's all the way down his back. Okay, so just because people were sending texts or messages, all right. Now the other side, it's their turn. Okay, from 3 years ago. So to Kerry Lama from Franklin, Mass. To Grandpa Eclipse, Peter Hennessy, Rocco Camerata, the other group of House defendants that, like I said, you're too much of a pussy to put your real name up. Go ahead, put your real name up and say what you want to say right to my face. Because as long as the other thing I started doing is I grew tired of your fake names on Twitter. So from now on, if it's a fake name and you don't tell me who it is behind it, I just block you. I'm done having my fun with you. So I'm going to block you. Okay. Until you want to come out. Only one person in the last 3 years had the balls to confront us. Right. And that was Big Daddy. He's the only one that came up to me and said, I don't agree with you, but at least you fucking put your name to it. And he did the same thing. He's the only one. He has more balls than the rest of you people. All right. So you guys can watch, and then you guys can go to Twitter and say, fuck John Camo, and put up pictures of that and say, my brother's fucking pulling the strings. But you know what? You're cowards. You're nothing but cowards, hiding behind your Canton first. All right. Putting all your stuff on everything Canton. All right. Because now you're loving that drama. You're loving that drama because once again, you think what you're going to do is silence people. You think what you're going to do is silence people like you silenced the hockey coach's wife, who, God forbid, she spoke one time. You ran her out of town. Okay? The Jen O'Donnells, the Angela Chans, who they got up 1 or 2 times and you run them out of town. It's what you guys are doing is nothing different than what you did in high school. You're a bunch of people that you're big fish in a little pond. You grew up in this town. You got your DPW job, your police job, your fire job, right? Your school job. You've never left this town. Okay. You go to the same bars night after night, getting drunk, getting in fights. Oh, there was a fight outside of CF McCarthy's the other night. Do you hear anything about that? When 4 people jumped on one guy? How about that? You guys are nothing but punks over and over. And I will walk through you every time. I'm not afraid of you. I walked right through by myself. I did it last year, right? Walked right through the garden, right through the middle of you. I saw one of your kids walked right by, saw me, turned around and ran back to tell everybody. All right. I'm right here. I'm not going to lie. I think something was wrong. Something went down. I think the feds are still investigating. It wouldn't be the way it is. So Rocco.
John.
Yeah.
No, you continue.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say that, again, my whole thing is always been that, law enforcement took an investigation and destroyed it. I don't care whether you want to say Canton Police, State Police, the District Attorney's Office. They took an investigation and they destroyed it. And the people that should be pissed the most are the House defendants. And they're not. Why? They should be out.
How hard would it have been to leave one fucking officer down there in a cruiser to make sure nothing happened to that site? How effing hard? They all had phones. You were able to take, Gallagher was able to snap a couple pictures, right? You couldn't friggin' video the shit. You can snap a picture with your cell phone, but you can't video it. You can video the leaf blowing. All right? You couldn't when you did the wellness check, okay, over at One Meadows. You couldn't walk up to the car and take a picture of it then? You couldn't do any of that. You're too lazy. That's what it is. You're making big money and you're fucking lazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
It's worse than that too, John. That's being nice about it.
Absolutely. And I'm telling you, it's not so corruption. It's all the little things. It's all the little, the look the other ways. Okay. You look the other way when that officer had an accident with his dog. And I hate bringing it up, but it wasn't the fact that happened. But if you weren't so lazy and if the rules weren't so lackadaisical that you allowed him to do that in the past, that wasn't the first time he brought his dog to work. That wasn't the first time. Okay, you allowed it to happen. So when you allow these guys to bend the rules, okay, because he lives in Walpole and he works in Canton and he has to go to work first and then he has to drop the dog off because it's easier that way because the doggy daycare doesn't open in time. Okay, that's on him. That's not on you guys. You shouldn't have allowed it. Now, it's a horrible thing, but it's then the blocking off of the police station with your vehicles. It's calling the dog officer, keeping it hush hush. Not telling anyone and hoping you didn't tell anyone because you had the Karen Reed shit going down. So now it's like, fuck, we can't, just like you didn't want to tell anyone about Helena's accident. Shit, they're watching us. We can't, this is going to embarrass us. Yes, things happen. People get embarrassed. All right. Sorry. People get embarrassed because people make mistakes. It's what you do with those mistakes. You don't have Lank and Paul Giampietro or Lank or whoever go off the clock and bring the dog down to get cremated, right? And keep it all hush hush, okay? And then have Paul Giampietro use taxpayer funds to clean his truck because you feel bad for him. What you do is you go around the police station and you take money from the officers. You raise money from the officers saying, hey, this was a bad thing. Can you pitch in? I want to do something good for my coworker. Will you chip 25, 50, 70, have your fucking coworkers pay for it. You don't have the taxpayers. And then you know why it gets paid back? Because we found out and we did a FOIA request. So you paid it back. That's why. That's what we don't like. But you all want to go thin blue line, protect the police. Yeah, we want to protect the police. But when they fuck up, tell them they fucked up. Don't give them a fucking promotion.
That's what they do in the state police.
Yeah. So Rocco, okay? Rocco's message back to me was, his point is that he was just showing everybody that what the Free Karen Reed people were doing to Lucky and were using Lucky. Okay. That was his statement back to me, that this was all Free Karen Reed's fault for Lucky, not us. Well, Rocco, you didn't have to comment on it. You didn't have to share it. You didn't have to do anything. But like I said earlier, this is the Free Karen Reed screenshot Olympics. Rocco, I haven't shared your texts. Okay. Now, to be fair to Rocco, he gave an explanation, okay, about his police detail bill. So I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be, you know what, Eric? We're fair across the board, okay? He was asked about that police detail, why he hadn't paid it back, all right? And his answer was, okay, that, and Rocco, I know you're listening. So I hope I do you some justice here. Okay, justice for Rocco. He received the bill 4 years afterwards.
Bullshit.
Okay, this is the excuse. He went to the Canton Police Department with a check to pay it. According to Rocco, they returned the check because the town determined that it was the homeowner's responsibility to pay it, not his. So the bill existed. He got it years later. He tried to pay it. The town said the homeowner was responsible. They returned his payment, and that's Rocco's version of the story. Okay? So there you go. So the same people who spent years.
He also says that
furious.
He also says that he's got permission to have wood chip farms down behind the cemetery too. I wonder if that's true protocol.
You got
any permits for that?
Well, it depends on the size of the pile. There's a whole thing. There are rules to commercially storing wood chips. Yes, there are rules.
Usually not in a residential area. I know it abuts a cemetery, but there's a residential area right next to it.
Right. So, it is what it is. So Rocco, I thought we did have agreements to disagree with a lot of things. I thought we were, oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Get those emails.
All right. We're playing the big one for you guys. So for right
We,
now,
we owe Dennis. We owe
owe
more
Dennis,
than-
Uncle Fredo. We owe Pure. Wait a minute. We're playing it all. You guys, I'm telling you right now, we're going right through them. No. You're getting them all. It's starting. We're gonna start little and work our way up to all of you people. Here we go. You're getting a woohoo. You're getting the good gone bad.
Whoa, look at that! An amazing Kronk sending us a super chat! That deserves a Kronk dance!
There you go. I might as well do one more.
Give us fucking McDonough, and we'll go easy on you.
All right, thank you for everybody right now. And the jokes are just as good here. Colleen Crawford blurred the bill, so Rocco couldn't read it. You know,
John, I'm gonna send
yeah.
you something.
Okay.
That, I think I have permission. You can decide.
Yeah.
I just texted to you.
All right.
Take a minute, digest it. Bear with us, Kronks. We'll be right back. We're staying with you, though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Rocco also, because this is new, because this is all new. Rocco, I'm reading this now. I will refrain from adding this to the show out of respect.
For now.
And yeah, and yes, the deepest part of the res is 7 feet. When it's very high. And yes, there is nice fishing. I caught a 4-pound bass there before. So yeah, there is great. There's a lot of pickerel, but the rest of your emails we will leave because yeah. So let me read this real quick, Eric, while you take over.
Yeah, and just I believe I've been given permission to share.
Do you want to share it or you want to read this?
I think you should read it.
Okay. I can read this.
Go right ahead.
Yeah. Hold on 1 minute. I don't know who this is. This isn't the that's not the text. I'm just saying. I don't know who this is.
This is a friend of mine. Can't
okay. So let's just say that this is just a person from the town. Okay.
Most of the people in Canton, without even naming the name, I gotta know about this.
Okay, so what I love about the town I grew up in is loyalty. I've been saying that for the last 3 years. Canton is unconditionally loyal to a fault. All right. What I don't like about the town I grew up in is loyalty. They're very good people. Cops, firefighters, town employees out there. Then you get the riffraff. When you get kicked out of Elsie's table because the riffraff, there's something deeper. I may be told I'm an idiot, which is fine. I'd rather be an idiot than a killer. You know what, Brian Higgins? I don't need a picture. The facts speak for themselves. I'll probably lose family and friends over this. I don't give a F. Why are my family members and ownership chasing me like you are right? Integrity and reputation means more to me than $1. I tapped Brian Albert on the back. He wouldn't move. Smart guy. I give him that. Wake up, people, and Adam Deach. Here's a very easy philosophy to live by. We all put our pants on the same way. For those who I leave in the dust, you're not an idiot. You know what's worse than an idiot? A pussy. What's worse? What's the worst thing you could be called in Southie? A pussy. Yeah. What I love about the town I grew up in, yeah. So, yeah.
What I'd like to say is to that person, well said. Thank you. You stepped up.
Yeah. By the way, that's 32 emails a day coming into the to town hall about snow in a basketball court.
You're gonna have to get a 3-ring binder for those.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait because now that they told me there's 644, I want all 644. You know what I mean?
Gonna count them. Make sure they're all there.
Yeah. And getting back to Peter Hennessy and to Rocco, like we said, when it was about Proctor and his texts, right? Those should have been private. He's a cop. Those never should have been made public. Okay. But he's a cop. And those texts can show his attitude. Those texts can show bias. Okay. But they didn't change the physical evidence. They didn't change the timelines. We've seen the timelines. None of their timelines make sense. They don't explain the missing footage. They don't explain the inverted footage. They don't explain why they held on to footage for over a year of Higgins at the police station. They don't explain why they didn't video or take pictures when they went down day after day after day, finding more and more and more. They don't explain why they left the site unattended all afternoon. They don't explain why they didn't take pictures of her car in the morning, or why they kept her, why they didn't impound her car immediately. Okay. But, okay, social media wise, Facebook, Twitter, all of that is now everything that they're putting out about all these other people. That's just noise. Okay. It doesn't answer any of the questions. And the question that I keep telling you is, how did John O'Keefe end up where he did in the snow? Okay. And it wasn't by a car. And until that question's answered, it's just noise. Just noise, people. Okay. What you have to do is you need to focus on John O'Keefe. Stop focusing on who recorded who let it out, who let out phone extractions, who did this. Who cares? That's got nothing to do with the case. The case is John O'Keefe, right? And everybody should care about that just as much as we care about the Canton boys winning, going to the Garden. We care more about that than learning the truth, because you know what the difference is? When you learn the truth and you find out eventually, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but maybe 6 months down the line, you find out that Sean Good is not good, and you're no longer pissed at us for doing that because we've been telling you that all along. When you find out a year from now, when the feds have put someone else on trial, okay, for the same incident of John O'Keefe, okay, then are you going to be mad? Yeah, you're going to be upset that you were so loyal to these people and you trashed us for, God forbid, standing up. Okay, that's when you're going to get upset at yourself. Maybe some of you know. Maybe you know what it is. Maybe some of you know because maybe they've let you do stuff in the past, little minor stuff. They've let you get by, so they're good people. All right. They've looked the other way when you know whether you've got a business in town that you know you've operated, you know, in the gray areas. And you guys know what I'm talking about. There's people in here that operate their businesses in gray areas all the time. Okay. There are businesses in this town. Okay. I worked for them. When I worked for Chris Pogorski, right? Nobody touched us. We were untouchable. They never pulled you over. They don't pull your truck over. They don't, you know why? Because you're a townie. Because you're working in the town. Okay. So now it's turned around the other way. That cop, hey, he's always been good to me. I'm gonna back him. What? Until it's time not to back him, right? Until if you find out that they did something. It could be the littlest thing. That's the problem. That's like you just said, the loyalty, the blind loyalty. All right. Now, Rocco, it goes back to you, Rocco. Yeah, you've never done anything to me. I've never done anything to you. I've always held you in this, at the same level. You remember when you had your surgery, Rocco, and you were home, you were stuck at home. Okay. And I knew what your favorite food was, and I brought it to you because I wanted you to make you feel better. Yeah. We'll just leave that. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. It's a day of ranting, isn't it?
You all right, John? Yeah.
Oh.
After watching Brandy, I didn't think you could match what she was putting out. I'm gonna have to rewatch her to see who took the cake on this one.
You know what? I never thought I was going to do this. Okay. The reason I do the costumes is because there's too many people doing this. And I'm like, you can't get that angry. I tried to do it with humor. And I watch everybody again, right? Here you go. We'll put that up. There you go. A huge thank you to Rocco, Canton Tree. I gave you kudos for doing it. Okay. But Rocco, the first thing you should have done. Yeah, not only that, Rocco, the first thing you should have done is you shouldn't have thought about charging them. Okay. That shouldn't have been your first thought. So I'm just saying there. There's more. Oh, there's more. Yeah. So how'd it come out? I think it started with this one. Let's start with this one. So yeah, my older brother is he's been about the library forever. Is this the right one? Let's see. I want to make sure. No, that's not the right one. Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Okay, this is the first one. Okay. Because these people, again, nameless pieces of crap, because they're mad at me, all right? They got to take it out on family members. Like I said, first they went after my ex-wife and my stepdaughter. That didn't work, right? Then they're like, well, we can't. They don't know how to go after me, right? They went after me for buying Karen's bed, right? They've gone after me for whatever it is. Oh, they called me a pedophile. They've called me upskirt. They put me in Karen's clothes. Here's the newest one, right? All right. They decided to Photoshop George Kamal for library trustee while you guys are standing out in front of D&E, right? So again, George has nothing to do with it. Nothing. But they think they're funny because they now they want to hurt someone else's campaign because they're mad at me for trying to expose stuff, right? So then I, as a joke, I put this up. Okay. Right. So you got John Leonetti, who ran Chris's campaign with Mark Grossman and Big Bad Brian Albert. Right. And there's George. And so I did this. And I did put the committee for George Kamal to run the library, whatever, does not endorse this. That was just hey, I fixed it for you, right? And then somebody else just thank you, SK27. Can I have the new
Rocco Kronk?
Oh, wait a minute, did he send me a new Kronk dance? Let me see. Hold on. I don't look at my phone while I'm yes, you did. Oh my God.
Thanks.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're gonna get a Kronk dance. Hold on. We are gonna get. Hold on. Give me a minute. I gotta.
Take your time, John. It's
yeah. We're gonna get a Kronk dance. Hold on. Talk about.
Did Rocco get a Muppet?
Maybe. Maybe. Let's see if I can find it.
Exactly.
What?
Right there. John, you did good. You can take a break.
Yeah, you. Well, Eric, why don't you take over for a minute while I get us the. Let's see if I can find it. Where would he
John,
have sent it?
I haven't seen you this animated in a long time. I mean, I knew what.
Yeah,
I
don't even have any pricks and ciders in me either.
Really?
No. Well, I've got.
What are they all warm next to you?
No, there's ice. They're in ice. They're in ice. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, so now let's put that to here. Let's put that to here. It's coming. It's coming. All right. Yeah. Speaking of which, let's
Careful. Once you have had a Pricks Insider, you will want it all night.
Yeah. As I'm
John, I did appreciate the Pricks Insiders in the green room before the show started. Thank you very much.
Eric, you want to just run down the people that did give us some super cronks, please. Just give them all the shout out while I
first
download
of all,
this right
we
now.
have a new member, Old Gray Mare 58. We appreciate that. Richie,
yep,
you are the man. Thanks, buddy. Dennis Sweeney, double thumbs up, my friend. And Uncle Fredo. Big fan, Uncle Fredo. And the big one, Pure Female. I didn't say that right, but that's all right.
Pure female.
Get those emails. Mm-hmm. And SK27. This guy, listen, I almost want
SK27?
He's done so much work for us. We should be giving him money, not him giving us money.
Yeah, I know. And Ice Coffee Girl member for 5 months. Don't forget that one. Did you do that one?
Yeah, let me get to it because I think it just came up.
Just came up. I have it, and let me know when you're ready.
Whoop,
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Thank you, Ice Coffee Girl.
I have not seen this. I'm gonna watch this with
you
guys.
This is the world premiere.
Here we go.
This deserves a Krong dance.
Rocco, you dyed your hair.
Rocco, you got your own Muppet. We'll do it again for you, Rocco. Look at the Canton School there.
This deserves a Krong dance.
See, Rocco's a crunk.
There you go. Thank you.
Rocco, do me a favor. Just one time, Whitey and I are begging you. When you see us on Washington Street, give us a double fuck you finger. All right, buddy? I mean, you can't just drive by and not look our way and put your hand through your hair. I know I'm a keyboard warrior, but every single Friday we see you drive by 2-3 times. Can you just do us that one favor? It would make our day. He won't, though. He just won't.
You know, Eric, and Rocco's in my private chat. Like I said, do you know who the first guest, the first co-host was supposed to be before you?
Who?
Rocco.
No way.
The premise of my show, Rocco, you know, we had this long conversation. The premise of the show was going to be 2 different sides. We were gonna show everybody that 2 people from Canton could get along and argue the merits of everything that's gone on for the last couple of years. That was the original. That was my original thought to do a show. And I asked him
time to time.
I said, Rocco, I said, what we'll do is each night we'll pick one or 2 things. You argue your side of it, I'll argue my side of it. And he thought it was great. I thought we just never did it.
So
I thought it would have been great
this is where I should be mad.
that you weren't the first idea.
I'm,
You
I'm
were the
second
first.
fiddle to Rocco. Are you shitting me?
You were second fiddle to Rocco. And I'll tell you, and this isn't, I'm not talking for him. This is just my idea. I think what happened is Rocco must have mentioned it to some people and they basically told him not to. And I know he's going to come back and say, I'm my own person. Nobody tells me what to do and what not to do. I'm telling you, I know when people try to put pressure on people in the town. All right. I know good people that have told me they would love to come on, but they're afraid of what all the other people will say. Grown adults. They're so afraid of what people will say down at the town club, what people will say down at the Legion, that they can't come on because they will get a talking to. Grown adults. That's what they're so afraid of. Yep.
They're afraid of us.
They're afraid of getting shunned out of the little group.
Oh, because
they're afraid. They're afraid of getting ostracized. They're afraid of not being in. They're afraid of the Tom Beattie treatment that Jen McCabe and all her minions give to Tom Beattie because he's not from Canton, and how dare he not follow along and go along for them. That's why they're mad, because he's not a loyal person from Canton who would have supported them, right? That's what it is. Like that person said.
What it is
yeah.
Tom knows the difference between right and wrong.
Yep. Yeah. What's another one of these? Oh, let's get into this too real quickly, right? Another one. She hit him and left him, whatever. Okay. Karen Reed thinks I'm a prick, but keep doing her dirty work for her and spewing bullshit for a few bucks instead of getting a real job. You got punked. Again, I don't care how Karen. So if there's texts, and I'll tell you right now, so there probably is. Okay, if there's texts between Karen and Aiden about me, we've seen what Aiden thinks about me. Okay, I'm a fat piece of shit. You name it. Okay, I get it. All right. I don't care what everybody else thinks of me. I care about what the person I am with. Okay, I care about what Mullins thinks about me. All right, or my brothers, or my extended family and very close circle of friends. I don't care what some of my ex-coworkers who were giving me the little side eye today at the rink care about me. Because you know why? I don't hang out with you. I don't drink with you. I don't break tea with you or bread with you. Okay? I don't care. Because as long as I'm happy every night I go to bed and I think I did what I was doing was right, it was for the right causes, that's what I care about. So if Karen doesn't like me, I don't care. I still think something stinks and she didn't hit him with that vehicle, and I can stand up and keep saying that. Now, if Karen, once again, you're talking about a 3-year-old text. Maybe she feels different now. I mean, God, I'm sleeping in her fucking bed. She hates me that much that she was willing to fucking sell me her bed. So we'll just put that out there. I mean, there's more. I mean, this is all this week, people. This is all stuff from this week. What's this one? Oh, yeah. Like I said, they went after Lucky, right? They went after Tom Beattie. They didn't. They went after Barros, Officer Barros. They went after the Kolakithises, right? And now Julie Carpenter, because we know Julie Carpenter, anything she does is is basically, you want to talk about a puppet, all right? I'm not a puppet. I'm nobody's puppet. Okay. Julie Carpenter is a puppet. She's a paid shill. Okay. She's the puppet. Oh, sorry. The drunken Currans as well. None of them are truly John's friends. So now they're going after the Currans because they didn't. So how many people can you guys go after?
To know about these people? What does she know?
She lives in freaking Indiana or whatever. But this is so when you see anything from Julie Carpenter, it's coming from Jen. You see anything from Kerry Lama, it's coming from Jen. Okay, so now you know how Jen really feels. Okay, so they put this stuff out because Julie Carpenter, living halfway across the states, doesn't just throw out drunken currents unless she got that from somebody in Canton. All right, this is what they're doing. It's non-stop. They want, and this is how it all started. Once again, people, it all started with Jen sending the Instagram picture of me to Turtle, right? Here's your boy, John. And I'm like, oh, okay. You want to see me? You're going to get more of me. I probably wouldn't have a show right now had that never happened. Had that whole thing had never happened, you wouldn't have got the shirtless John. You wouldn't have got me. You wouldn't have gotten this show. I would have still been just making some memes here and there, making fun of the whole thing. But you got me invested, Jen. You got me invested. And that's what you're getting now. Now you're getting me nonstop. You got to get me next week. Hey, I hope everybody goes to the game next week at the Garden. Oh, there's so much more.
I can't wait for Sunday. Can't wait to watch the win.
I don't even know where I'm at with the oh, I do have one more thing I want to pull up. Hold on. I gotta pull this up. Speaking of Jen. Hold on. I know we got it. Take a minute to load here. Okay. It is. Oh, there it is, right there. Oh, it falls right in line with all this with Jen. Yeah. Let me get rid of Rocco. Rocco, I like you so much. I like you so much. I know you like this because it's not mean. Let's just do it one more time.
This deserves a Krong dance.
Yeah. Wasn't even wearing his seatbelt in that thing. Just like, you know. Hold on. I gotta pull this up. Where is it? I know I just downloaded it. It's got to be there somewhere. Oh, I might have to video file.
Told me a couple of days ago you were going scorched earth.
I am.
I think you succeeded.
Yeah, I know. All right, now let me see if I can find it. Hold on. It just keeps popping up and losing it. Video file. Oh, fuck it. Why won't that come up? I'm so pissed. Is it somewhere that... Okay, get rid of absorb. How dare you?
How dare you?
Exactly.
How dare you? I know.
We got to get the... wasn't there a music video with Karen on the How Dare You? Somebody did one.
No. So, did they?
Yeah. There was a big, long music video of the courtroom proceeding where everybody's singing. I think it might have been Fervent.
Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it.
Got it.
Here's another one. I got something. No, I didn't wear my Kronk hat to the game. I should have. I totally forgot. I did park in the front. So I want to play something for you guys. Earlier we talked about the House defendant YouTube show, the foursome, and saying how they did, how they said the feds didn't do anything and then they did do stuff. Well, this is one thing that the feds did do. And here we go.
Yeah. You keep saying you need to see it. Like we hit it. Like we deleted it. Listen.
We want the U.S. Attorney's Office to respond to these witnesses.
They rode up quiet, didn't say a word. Federal seal stamp bold on the third. No knock first, no warning tone. Just finding out later they pulled our phones. September paper, November mail. Government trail without details. We opened the door when they asked to see. Scroll through everything willingly. Side by side, they checked it twice. Didn't find what the rumors implied. They took Colin's phone, laid it flat, matched it up this to that. Side by side under federal eyes, checking his phone for his alibis. They took our phones.
They took our phones.
Like we were something they had to expose. They took our phones. Every text and undertone. Like we weren't just standing there alone. They took our phones.
They took our phones.
And months went by, nothing thrown. So if they dug that deep and walked away, why can't y'all let it go? They took our phones.
They took our phones.
You call it routine, say don't be mad, but tell me how that don't feel bad when your name gets dragged in every thread just 'cause federal agents looked instead. If they thought we were more than that, you think we still be where we're at? You think they dig and then just pause if they believe they had a cause? They took our phones, and here we stand, no charges thrown. They took our phones, every call and every tone. They took our phones, months passed by, nothing shown. Still we're fighting the shadows strong. They took our phones. You think they drove all the way to town just to take a look and turn around? They check the snaps, the threads, the feeds, compare the timestamps, match the deeds. We're tired of strangers on unusual screens, slow-mo scrubs saying what they think they've seen, freeze frame prophets with a ring light glow, telling our story like they were dead to know, breaking down clips like it's gospel truth, cutting, spicing up half the proof. We lived that night, we felt that cold. Ain't no live stream knows what we know. They took our phones, and here we stand, no charges phone. They took our phones, every call and every tone. They took our phones, months passed by, nothing shown. Still we're fighting shadows thrown. They took our phones. So stop treating us like we're unknown. If the bureau sucks, then walk away. Maybe leave it alone. They took our phones.
There's Carrie and Matt.
It's her friend.
They took their phones. They took their phones.
They took their phones.
Jen, they took your phones.
This is the second album.
You wanted new ones. You wanted new ones.
Spotify.
That one's not on, but it will be. I
It will be.
I will be putting that one on. I will be putting that one on. Yeah, Eric. Before we go, okay, because it's 9:00. I am fucking fuming. But what you just sent me is that
That's
on
the conversation going on.
Is
based
on a Facebook page?
Oh yeah.
That's public, or in a?
No. It's on an individual's page.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We'll talk about that in the green room.
Yeah, we will, because I know all of those names, and I just want to make sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
How you doing?
So, all right, people. Well, I had more, but I just,
John, let's not forget.
know,
Let's not forget. This isn't about, we try to bring some humor to this stuff, and it's serious stuff. But at
dude,
the
I
end of
dressed
the
up like an
day-
elephant again tonight.
I know, but we don't want to lose sight of John O'Keefe. And at the end of the day, that's what it's really about.
Hey, Changeling. I know you earlier. You said you got to get in touch with me. You can direct message me on either if you're on Twitter, you can message me on Twitter, or you can friend request me and send it through Facebook Messenger. I could give up my phone because all the Alberts and they all have my phone. Apparently, I mean they're blocking out, the texts. They have my number. Chris has my number. So, Chris has my number, but the feds have his phone. A couple more weeks left. Of Chris at the select board meeting. We're going to bring you more select board meetings. I know that there's we're going to the game. We're going to the game on, we're going to go to the Garden. So, yeah. And we have other stuff.
Thank you,
coming.
Mullins. I appreciate that.
Listen.
Mullins knows I'm not second fiddle.
Mullins, thank you for being a mod and for everything you do. Thank you for that Italian soup, if that's what it is. Whatever it was, I ate 2 bowls.
It was hot.
To Brandy and I don't know what A. Atkins is going with for the
DJ.
For it's going by DJ now. He changes his name all the time. Brandy and DJ, thank you for being mods. For anyone that's given any amount of money, thank you so much. To the Venmo people, I will thank you all individually afterwards. Thank you. On social.
I hate to say that money's going to the town hall, but it's going to the town hall.
Hey, Changeling, I'll tell you right now. Get ready. Get your phone out. Canton Changeling. Get your phone out. Get your notes out. Get your
grab a Pricks and cider.
Grab a Pricks and cider. Grab a pen and a paper. I'll tell you what. It does. I'll do this. Where's the at? Is that at? Yeah. At Gmail. Here you go. I don't care. It's I don't have to put it up. It's Jonathan, JONATHAN, J Como, COMEAU at gmail.com. All right. Jonathan J Como at gmail.com. Send me an email and we'll connect through that way. All right. Jonathan J Como. Yeah. So to anyone, to Rocco, we'll talk later. I think I was.
He hasn't texted you yet?
Oh yeah, he has been. I think I was very fair and down the middle with that. I know that it is what it is, and we're going to get those 644 emails.
All 644. Every one of them.
Yeah. Every one of them. Yep. Unredacted.
Three-ring
Unredacted.
binder. It's going to be,
Yep.
historical society stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah. So to all our Cronks, thank you everybody. Thank you for the people that came up to me today at BC. Yeah.
And next week we'll see you Sunday at the Garden and live.
Let's find out.
Sunday.
Oh, let's find out what time the game is first, because usually the championship games, you don't know where they fall during the day. Let's hope that they're not one of the later games.
Have to go live
yeah.
from the game.
Yeah. So to all you guys, I love you guys, and more importantly, again, justice for John O'Keefe. Something happened to him. Let's not lose track of what this is about. Okay? And we'll leave it at that.
It's the Chronicle signing off with a flame, dropping names, spitting facts, shaking up the game. It's fire, it's grit, it's no holds barred. A mic in one hand, the town on guard. The truth hits harder than a Fairview brawl, and the Chronicle's here to expose it all. From cover-ups to donut runs, we light up the night like Canton Sun's next episode. Yeah, we'll be back with more names, more flames, and a truth to say.